Hey guys, Sam1,
And Jack Gilbert from Tech Fusions here.
and today this is our first thoughts and our opinions on the Samsung Galaxy S3. So this is our first thoughts and opinion on the Samsung Galaxy S3, what got released on May the 3rd, and with this is just our overall thoughts on it and whether we think you should buy this phone.
Yep, so what we're going to do now is just very quickly go over the specs of the phone. So,
I'll start off. It's got a 4.8 inch screen, which is bigger than the Samsung Galaxy S2. The Samsung Galaxy S2 has got a 4.3 inch screen, and it's a resolution of 720 by 1280, and that is 720p, so very good there. It's also got Gorilla Glass 2, so extra strong. There'll be a video down below showing a demonstration of Gorilla Glass 2 and show how strong it is. It's very strong. It's got a micro SD slot up to 64 gigabyte. Also the HTC One X has this as well, so you can do high storage, and the phone is quad core, so it's 1.4 gigahertz compared to the 1.2 gigahertz on the Samsung Galaxy S2. You can also get versions with 16, 32 and 64 gigabyte storage in the actual phone itself. So if you get a 64 gigabyte storage, internal storage phone, then you add another 64, that is 228 gigabyte in a phone, and that is just crazy. I mean, I have got, how much have I got? I've got 16 gigabyte and a 32 gigabyte in my phone at the moment, which is which is quite a lot. But yeah, that is just crazy. And it's got 1 gigabyte of RAM.
1 gigabyte of RAM, that's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Okay, so the back camera of the phone is 8 megapixel with autofocus and LED flash. That's pretty good. That's also the same as the Samsung Galaxy S2, apart from the S3 just has a little bit of a better chip, so the image quality a bit more crisper and just look a bit more nicer. Next then, the front camera, that is 1.2 megapixel. That can be recorded in 720p, so that's really good. So it's HD. It's just a bit lower than the HTC One X. So next, the phone has 3G and 4G LTE. It's coming to the US in the summer. Unfortunately, in the UK we don't have LTE yet, which is kind of annoying because I really want 4G.
Yeah, definitely, I want 4G as well.
But it also has Bluetooth, the version 4.0, so it's really good. I remember the days when we used to love Bluetooth. It used to be the best thing.
Yeah, definitely. Had to get a phone with Bluetooth. Had to have Bluetooth.
Now though, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Well, I don't use it that much anyways. But obviously, I have an iPhone. But
yeah, iPhone Bluetooth don't agree with many things, to be honest.
yeah.
When the first iPhone come out, they're like, "Oh, it has Bluetooth. Can I send you a song?" No, it won't work. Okay, I'll see. See how things are.
I remember when people used to do that all the time. I couldn't send anything. Anyway, the Samsung Galaxy S3 is also thinner than the S2. I think it's like 8 point something. So
yeah,
it's
about that.
roughly.
Yeah, don't know the don't matter the precise measurement. All you need to know is thinner than the Galaxy S2.
But anyway, enough of the specs. Now we're going to look at the actual design of the phone.
Okay, the design of the phone, as you can see, as the image appears on the screen now, it looks pretty rubbish. I personally, I'm not going to offend you if you just ordered yourself a Galaxy S3, but I don't like it. The curves on the side are a bit weird. The bezel on the bottom, if you have a look, is bigger, and it's inspired by Samsung, so it looks like a pebble. That's what it's supposed to look like. And if you remember the Motorola Pebble, do you remember that phone, Jack?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a flip Motorola phone, and it was called Motorola Pebble, and it just was shaped like a pebble, and it didn't really take off, did
So
it?
yeah, that was a few years ago now, I think.
Yeah, the advert, I remember the advert, it was the pebble on, well, the phone with a bunch of pebbles on the floor, and it's supposed to blend in, but I don't know.
What I think anyway is that I think it looks okay in white. I actually like it in white, but in blue I'm just not so keen on it. But obviously you might think differently, and don't let us put you off if you do think differently.
Yeah, definitely. This is our opinion, not your opinion. So we're just giving our opinion, our first impressions, as we said. But I agree with Jack on that one. The blue looks cheap and tacky. The white looks alright, but it's still got that glossy finish. It's still pretty cheap material.
Yeah. To be honest, I actually prefer the look of the S2, but obviously that's just my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. I've got my S2 here with me, and I preferred the square look. It looks more like I don't know, more modern.
But I think it is one of the things where it just depends on what you like. So yeah, I think for some people it will be a great phone, and you'll love the look of it, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. If you like the design, no offense to you, but as it's still plasticky and cheap, it's not that great. They should have went along with the lines of the HTC with and even Apple with their glass and metal approach rather than cheap plastic.
Right, anyway, so should we go on to the software?
Yeah, we're going to the software now. More opinions on the software.
So it's got Android OS version 4.4, so it's got Ice Cream Sandwich, which is quite good.
Yeah, Ice Cream Sandwich supposed to come standard with any new Android device now. If it came with 2.3 Gingerbread, you would break down and cry, to be honest, because it is outdated and it's not needed.
So yeah, Ice Cream Sandwich is quite good software from what I've only had a quick play of it. I think Sal would know more about it than me.
Yeah, I've got it on my S2 and just updated it. A video of that is above as well. If you want to find out how to put the 4.0.3 on your Samsung device, well, your Samsung Galaxy S2, if you don't already have it, check that video. I'll tell you how to do it. It's very good.
The other thing then, the other software is Nature UI, so it's UX and TouchWiz. So I believe it's something that Samsung's done to make it look a bit more like naturey kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Android has to put, companies have to put on their own UI look. Like HTC's, they got HTC Sense, and that's a completely different look to the TouchWiz on the Samsung. And now this new TouchWiz UX, well, Nature UX kind of thing. It's got it's 4.0. It looks not that great.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it that great? I mean, if you compare it to other Android devices, so even the S2 or the HTC phones with touch smart, they just look a bit better. But
yeah, the Galaxy S2 got TouchWiz, and I'm not a big fan of it, but it's alright, I suppose. It gets the job done.
yeah.
Yeah, I prefer the HTC Sense on the HTC, so I might be going for a HTC One X maybe.
I've heard they're really good actually, yeah, I've seen the reviews and stuff. But anyway, this is just our opinion, so obviously if you do like this phone, then please do not allow us or be offended by what we are saying about it.
Okay, now we're going to say about some other features on the Samsung Galaxy S3. So there's a new feature called S-Beam, and well, it's not a new feature, it was on the Galaxy Nexus, and this is when you get your Samsung Galaxy S3. Oh look, I've got Samsung Galaxy. No, it's not. It's a Samsung Galaxy S3. Yeah. You get your Samsung Galaxy S3, and any other phone which has got beam functionality in it, say a Galaxy Nexus or a Samsung Galaxy S3, and all you have to do is put the phone back to back with another phone, and whatever I have on my Samsung on the screen at the moment, when I touch the back of the other device, it will come up on my screen saying, do I want to send this media to the other phone? And all you have to do is press on the screen and it send it straight to the other device. So pretty handy. So if I take a photo with my Samsung Galaxy S3, want it to send straight to my friend's Galaxy S3, all I do is do that, press a button, and it sends it. It's pretty awesome.
That's pretty good. The next thing is it actually has quad core. Not many phones actually have quad core, and I think the HTC One X has it. We don't obviously know which one better yet, so we can't really compare it. But having quad core is an amazing feature because it means the phone will run so fast compared to dual core. I think most phones now have dual core. So the next feature it has, I'm not actually sure what it's called, but it's like a eye standby mode. So what it actually does is, if you're reading something, so say I have my phone and I was looking at it, and say I shut my eyes, and then it would sense it, so it would go straight off to standby mode. Obviously I'm using my iPhone as an example. So it will sense as well if you're looking at something. So what that means is it will not go onto a standby mode if your eyes are looking directly at it. I think if it works, it will be a really good feature. So hopefully it works.
Yeah, hopefully it does work, and just don't shut off automatically, like if you're reading something. And well, a pretty good thing they've done, it only does it when it's past your standby limit. Say like the standby limit on my phone was 5 minutes. I unlock it, leave it unlocked, don't touch anything for 5 minutes, it automatically just goes off. And with this, if it's gone past 5 minutes and it senses that my eyes are open from the front facing camera, it will still stay on.
So yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
I don't actually know any other phones that have that at the moment. So
no, there's none. So that's pretty new from Samsung and pretty clever.
So I think that is one of the best, probably one of the best features actually on the phone.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was impressed with that feature. There's not many features I was impressed with, but that one is one.
Definitely. The next thing is S-Talk. Now I don't know too much about it, but I've heard that it just looks like Siri pretty much, like the iPhone.
It does. As you can tell from the picture we show up now, it looks exactly the same as Siri. And it, come on, be original, Samsung S-Talk, come on, that's exactly like Siri.
And one of the things though is that even though like Siri on the iPhone is a great feature, so I'm guessing it'll be the same, it's not really something you use on a daily basis. I mean, some people do, but my personal preference is I will have no need for it. So I'm sure that'll be loads of people as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's not. They try to make it the selling point, but when you think about getting an iPhone 4S, it's not really a big selling
It's not
point.
like the one thing you want.
It's not like. Say if it had more memory. Now you would care more about that than if it had Siri.
Yeah. So I think that would be the same for S-Talk for the Galaxy S3.
So personally, this is what we think. I think I would rather save my money and keep with the Samsung Galaxy S2, or get the HTC One X, as it's also quad core and much better build quality, looks better. Yeah, I'd just rather go with the One X, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree, to be honest. I think that the design isn't that great and it's not really something you'd want to show off to anyone. But I think there are great features there as well. I mean, the thing where you can do a standby with your eyes, that's really good.
Yeah.
The camera is obviously really good and has quad core, so the specs of it are really good. But for me, the design doesn't appeal to me.
No. Yeah, there's a couple of things we want to know, and Jack will go over them.
Yeah, so what we want to know is we actually want to know what you think of the phone. We want to know, do you actually like the design, or do you think it's not that great? And we want to know what you genuinely think of the Samsung Galaxy S3, and whether you think it will be a success when it comes on sale. I think it's £500 SIM 3, so it is fairly expensive.
Yeah.
So, but it is about the same price as most smartphones today.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the HTC One X, again, it's cheaper. It feels like they're paying me to promote the One X, but they're not. I'll just prefer that. But yeah, it's quite expensive phone. You can buy a well, nearly enough to buy an iPhone 4S for that. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, we want to know your opinions. Please comment them down below.
Yeah.
Or inbox us, whatever you want.
We think it does literally depend on what you prefer. So, as well as we are talking slightly negative about it, there are also some amazing features on that phone.
Yeah, sorry this video is pretty long. We wanted to make it really in-depth and make it useful to you, the users, so I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was Jack Gilbert.
And Sam Morton from Tech Fusions.
Please comment, like and subscribe our videos.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.